Hello and welcome back to another Reaconteur video, and in today's video I will be finding out what the hardest mob in Deepwoken is. Before we get into it, subscribe, because only about 20% of the people currently watching are subscribed. And join my Discord, because I want you to join my Discord in the description and comment section down below. Now let's get into it. Jellyfish. Press M1, don't get surrounded by them or they could infinite combo you. If it's the big jellyfish, then do that. Don't let them kill you. Just don't get surrounded by them. That's literally it. You can one-shot them. You can like two-shot them as a freshie. They're really easy. Mud skippers are the easiest enemy in Deepwoken, other than the Gigamed. You don't need to grip them. They usually die in a hit or two, and they only have one attack, and they can't parry or dodge. Mud skippers do live in big groups, but when you can usually 1 to 3 shot them, it's really not that hard to deal with those groups. They spawn in the Void Sea and at Ministria, How the fuck do you say this place? Can anyone say that in the comments? Like, can you tell me how to say that? Okay, whatever. They sweep down, hit you once, and they spawn in groups of 1 to 3. They're pretty easy to fight, since they only have one attack, can't block, parry, dodge, and don't have very much health. As a freshie, you can probably just tank through their hits and kill them by spamming M1. They hit, they crit, and they parry. At like level 45, you start to one-shot all the bandits, but their weapons make them vary in difficulty. What isn't difficult, however, is downloading today's sponsor, Opera GX. So a quick word from them. Today's video is sponsored by Opera GX, the only web browser dedicated and made for gamers. Opera GX is currently one of the best web browsers available, but it's not only good for gaming. Opera GX's built-in VPN makes sure that your connections are safe and secure whenever you're browsing the internet. Not only that, but you can do it in style with Opera GX's built-in wallpaper settings and automatic dark mode on whatever website you're using to ensure your fragile gamer eyes don't get even blinder. Not only that, but with GX Player, you can continue to listen to the music you want and easily access it from the Opera GX built-in sidebar. Download Opera GX on your PC or mobile device today using the link in the description and comment section down below. Now back to the video. Join my Discord in the description and comment section down below and subscribe. These ones are pretty much just as easy as sword bandits, but their crit is a bit more annoying. They aren't hard to deal with, but sometimes they can crit through your parry in laggy servers, which is pretty annoying. They're the same except they stun you for longer, and if one of these hits you, then you will absolutely take like 2 to 3 more hits from the other 7 bandits, giving you the worst bukkake of your life. I really don't like mace bandits, but there is a worse version of them that is really, really annoying. Dagger bandits are notorious for killing power 60s and high ping. Sometimes you can parry their crit first, and then, the remaining hits will still hit you because Deepwoken was optimized by someone with more brain damage than me who does a lot more illicit drugs. Anyway, dagger bandits are evil and belong in the depths of hell. Angels are a step above bandits. They use spears, which I don't like, and they have their stupid light piercer attacks. They're pretty easy to deal with, but they do a lot more damage than bandits, and they usually come in pairs, which makes them slightly harder to deal with, because, sometimes the AI will just say, hey, if you're hitting one of them, the other one can just come in and fucking slam your ass. The small purple crab is really easy to deal with. Just press F when he stands up and prepare for multi-hits. Then spam mantras during his stun frames and downtime and you're perfectly fine and you will kill him. Realistically, if you can't kill one of these at like power 20, then you've probably got a skill issue, so work on that. The only time you should really die to the Enforcer is if it's really laggy, and that's about it. This is one of the enemies that just lets you press F and M1 in repetition because his patterns are that lazy. Literally just press F. If he feints, you hold F so you block, and then press M1. There's nothing to dodge, and you can just run if he does his swirl spin attack thingy. The Enforcer really is a joke, and it's a shame that he's considered a boss for how fucking pathetic he is. As soon as their head leans back, prepare, and then as soon as it begins to lunge downwards at you, press Q and you'll dodge their beam. And the bite attack is barely even a threat, so I don't think I need to mention it. The laser will probably kill you if it's corrupted, so just make sure you dodge because it does go through walls. So yeah, you cannot run, just dodge the attack. It will hit you. This is the big crab. He isn't hard to deal with, but it's always funny that no matter what, there will always be players who get knocked into the void by his big stomp attack. Just block the bubbles, dodge his other attacks, and you literally can't lose. But I guess that's the same as saying just block, parry, dodge, and you won't lose and stay calm. But the difference here is, if you can't kill one of these, you should probably quit the game. They walk in, they will swipe twice with their big hands, or they will kick. If they kick, just dodge as soon as the thing starts to go forward, the leg. If he swipes once, then just wait for a kick. If he swipes twice, get your cycle hits in. Cycle hits are the most hits your weapon can get without you taking damage, typically between 2 and 5. If he tries to coral spike you, dodge or parry, either one, you won't take a lot of damage. The Sharko is a joke once you learn how to fight it, so just learn through trial of one, because if you can't fight a Sharko, then you've either just started playing the game or you're really fucking bad. The big spider has 5 attacks and not very much health, like the health of 4 or 5 Sharkos. You need to dodge the bite and the webs, and you can easily parry the rest of her attacks. If you lose, she pumps you full of her juices, that's gay, and then you melt and die. So just don't die, because, you know, at like power 30, you should be able to kill the Deep Widow relatively easy. I hate Threshers. Not because they're hard, but because every time I fight one, they stand inside of me and hit it from the back because somehow their tail whip is registering behind me because he's standing inside my asshole. Other than that, other than them standing in you, just make sure to parry based on reaction, not rhythm, because a tail whip is made to ensure it punishes you for that. For the dig attack, dodge literally as soon as you see the red flash and you should be good. But I really hate Threshers, and oh my god, who made the AI on these? Because whoever did cannot script. The Rock Golem has like 4 attacks. Dodge everything except the spinning attack, which you should always parry, but you should know that. And if done correctly, you can continue to swing while parrying to get some extra hits in to chip at his health. It's a bit hard to do without taking damage though, so you probably shouldn't try it if you don't have a lot of health. If he does scream, then just die, because the rocks are barely reactable, and just try and spam Q and hope you dodge them. I'm not even joking, I still have no idea how to actually dodge that attack because it is so fucking brain dead. The Squibbo actually isn't that hard to fight when you learn how to do it, just don't run because you can't. Parry his fist, wait for him to miss a parry, and if he does his weird water jet dodge, just dodge cancel and then go for a hit. And you should be fine with the Squibbo. They don't really have a lot of health. They have about the same amount of health as a Sharko, so you should be fine. The Stone Knights aren't hard on their own, they're just painful to fight because they only spawn in groups of 40. You just can't fight them because even if you isolate one, the rest are going to spawn too close to do that, so you're just fucked. Solo, they're pretty easy to fight though, just dodge and snake 2 hits in between. And only parry the second sword slash and just dodge the rest. You'll be fine. The big jellyfish is not something I like to fight, because every time I do, it's in a laggy Arizona server, or a laggy California server, and he puts 30 jellyfish on me, I lose half my health in an instant, and when I try to swing at the jellyfish, I just get infinite comboed, because this game was made in a dumpster. I do not like the big jellyfish. I never will like the big jellyfish. The Duke definitely isn't very hard to beat if you know what you're doing, but if your build is weak or has a low health pool, he can definitely become a challenge to do solo. So just don't solo him unless you're at least power 50 or so and have a decent build. Similarly to the Duke, he's hard to do if your build is bad, except you can just cheese him with a curved blade of winds and the suffocation effect, so he isn't that bad with that. Without cheese and solo, he's definitely got harder patterns than the Duke, and you can't land consistent hits because he teleports around a lot, so I'd say he's a bit slightly harder than the Duke. The Big Monkey is actually pretty hard to solo if you don't have a lot of health. This is because ever since his revamp update, you can't exactly just press F 3 times, Q, and then M1. Now you actually need to think and react to his attacks, which makes it pretty hard to fight him in a 1v1 scenario. Just don't fight these, actually, just do not fight the Hive Mechs. It's not worth the chest most of the time, and even if it were, you're just not going to beat it solo without cheesing it. They have like 7 attacks that they spam, and they just cover literally everything in trees. You have to dodge their attacks, but then, oh, you dodged the tree attack? Now you're surrounded in trees, so you're about to take like 600 damage. Yeah, I hate the mechs. You should hate the mechs. Just don't fight them. Just ignore them. This isn't the hardest fight because it's hard to fight. This is the hardest fight because it's unbearable. You take an hour to find Kaido, and once you finally do, it takes another hour to kill him, because his stupid-ass ice move flings him literally every time you get close to him. I hate this boss more than anything in this entire game. It's hard to find him, it's hard to spawn him, there's no way to actually force a spawn for Kaido. Oh, if he spawned in the server too recently, you just can't find him. What else? What else was wrong with this stupid fucking boss? Literally everything. I hate Kaido. Fix him. He's glitchy, he's laggy, he's bad, and you need to fight him to get Ardor. Which is why most people just don't bother getting Ardor, because this boss just isn't worth fighting. Make sure to subscribe and give me your money. Join my Discord in the description and comment section down below. I will be posting more videos on other game like Minecraft. Follow me on Twitch, I might stream on there again soon. and give me your money. Subscribe, buy a YouTube membership, give me your money, and have a good day and goodbye. But make sure, above all, to give me your money.